What you're telling me that's not what you saw. Now don't get off the subject on me now. You're telling me that's not what you saw.
I'm telling you that it is difficult for the federal government to adequately address the issue of anti-Semitism.
Are you telling me the Columbia administration and the faculty was supportive of the Jewish community?
I think that they are trying to find...
You need to stop dipping into your ketamine stash.
Into what? Excuse me?
Today, I'm diving into one of the wildest Senate hearings you probably missed. Senator John Kennedy grilling Ilhan Omar and a college professor about anti-Semitism on America's campuses. Trust me, these exchanges will leave you questioning what's really happening behind closed doors. Stick around. I'm breaking down 10 key moments you can't afford to miss. And hey, if you care about real talk accountability and the kind of debate you won't get anywhere else, smash that subscribe button right now. All right, let's get into it.
Ms. Solomon, I want to be sure I understand your testimony. Did I understand you to testify that anti-Semitism is worse under the Trump administration?
Senator, thank you for your question.
You don't have to thank me. Okay. Your best thanks is to answer.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you that anti-Semitism has been rising, especially since the 2017
Charlottesville attack. But has the Trump administration caused that? Is that your testimony?
I wouldn't say the Trump administration has caused anti-Semitism. Has there been an increase since Trump has entered office? Yes.
Do you see a causal connection there?
Yes.
Why?
Trump has highlighted and platformed neo-Nazis and white supremacists.
Okay. I can't see that far.
First up, Kennedy doesn't waste a second. He asks, straight up, has anti-Semitism gotten worse under Trump? The witness dances around the question, saying Trump's platforming of white supremacists gave hate groups more oxygen but won't pin it all on him. Kennedy's not satisfied. He hits back. Does political rhetoric fuel hate? The tension in the room? You could cut it with a knife. Next, Kennedy goes after college funding. One witness says slashing federal civil rights budgets lets anti-Semitism fester. Their logic? No funding. No investigators' hate runs wild on campus. Kennedy fires back. Does throwing money at the problem really work, or is this just an excuse? Seriously, what do you think? Is more money the answer, or is this about something deeper?
And I understood you to say that in answer to Senator Durbin's question, the spending reductions, reducing the federal budget would increase anti-Semitism. Isn't that what you said?
No, I did not. I said that the constant threats to cut money to the Office for Civil Rights and the Department of Education prevents the federal government from adequately investigating anti-Semitism and other hate crimes on college campuses.
So you think one way to stop anti-Semitism is to give people more money? Is that right?
I think one of the ways is to actually fund people that are actually designed to investigate anti-Semitism on college campuses.
What's there to investigate? We see it.
We saw
it. Did you watch television? Did you see what happened at Columbia?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it was clear to me that the administration at Columbia and most members of the faculty believed passionately in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to hurt Jews. That's what I saw. Isn't that what you saw?
I saw.
Isn't that what you saw?
I saw protesters against the war in Gaza and them using some anti-Semitic slogans and thoughts. I would say, however, that it's hard.
Isn't that what you're telling me? That's not what you saw. Now don't get off the subject on me now. You're telling me that's not what you saw.
I'm telling you that it is difficult for the federal government to adequately address the issue of anti-Semitism.
Are you telling me the Columbia administration and the faculty was supportive of the Jewish community?
I think that they are trying to find...
You need to stop dipping into your ketamine stash.
Into what? Excuse me?
Now, if we're going to solve this problem, we need to talk about it. And it wasn't just at Columbia. It was at Berkeley. It was at UCLA. It was at Barnard. And Columbia has a history of discriminating against the Jewish people. They used to refuse to let Jewish students come to their university. Now, you can try to bubble wrap this, but that's what I saw. If you want to stop a lot of the anti-Semitism, maybe we need to stop teaching kids to be anti-Semitic.
Sir, I would relish that opportunity.
Let me ask you a question, Ms. Kohab. Did I say that right?
Kohab.
Do you think it's possible to feel compassion for the Palestinian people without hating Jews?
Absolutely.
Now Kennedy turns the spotlight on the so-called elite schools, Columbia, Berkeley, UCLA. He calls out the hypocrisy preaching diversity, while anti-Jewish hate, he says, is hiding in plain sight. He zeroes in on the Columbia protests, claiming faculty let anti-Semitic slogans fly under the banner of free speech. The witness pushes back, but Kennedy drops a truth bomb Columbia used to openly discriminate against Jewish students. Is history repeating itself? Kennedy gets personal. He asks, "Can you support Palestinians without hating Jews?" The answer from the witness is clear: yes, absolutely. But Kennedy doesn't let it go. He says college ideologies are forcing students to pick sides, hate Israel, or be labeled the enemy. That, he argues, is where radicalization starts. Are universities teaching free thought, or are they breeding dogma? If you're getting value from this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe and stay ahead of the stories the mainstream won't touch. The final takeaway?
On that, because it looks to me like many of our Ivy League universities, it's not they weren't the only ones. Some universities handled it well. Vanderbilt, University of Chicago, Tulane. But it looks like the administration was teaching kids you got to pick a side. Mm-hmm. You either have to hate Jews or you have to be for Hamas. You can't be. There's no middle ground. Tell me what you what you saw. You've written a book about it, Ms. Solomon. I want to be sure I understand your testimony. Did I understand you to testify that anti-Semitism is worse under the Trump administration?
Senator, thank you for your question.
You don't have to thank me. Okay. Your best thanks is to answer.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you that anti-Semitism has been rising, especially since the 2017
but has the Trump
Charlottesville
administration
attack.
caused that? Is that your testimony?
I wouldn't say the Trump administration has caused anti-Semitism. Has there been an increase since Trump has entered office? Yes.
Do you see a causal connection there?
Yes.
Why?
Trump has highlighted and platformed neo-Nazis and white supremacists.
Okay. Mr. I can't see that far.
De-radicalization. The witnesses agree we have to confront radical thinking before it turns violent. Kennedy says it straight: changing minds, not just funding, is the real front line against hate. If universities don't step up, the problem's just going to get worse. This isn't just about protecting Jewish students, it's about stopping hate before it spreads in any direction. So, will universities take responsibility or hide behind free speech? There you have it, 10 moments from a Senate hearing that pulled no punches. From Trump's rhetoric to campus radicalization, the conversation is far from over. If you believe in honest debate and exposing hypocrisy, hit that like, share this with someone who needs to see it, and make sure you're subscribed for more real talk right here. Drop your thoughts below. Is this about free speech, bad leadership, or something bigger? Let's get the conversation rolling. I'll see you in the next one.